The unanswered question of atheism. Atheism's dogma. One day someone came to me and said, hey, there are valid points in atheism too. I said, tell me, what are they? They started pointing out perceived flaws in Christianity. I said, wait a minute, why are you talking about Christianity or the Bible? First, explain the valid points of atheism. They try to justify atheism by criticizing Christianity. Look at atheism closely. I emphasize for everyone to pay attention. Atheism should provide a proposition to prove the non-existence of God, although this is incorrect. It doesn't do that. What does it do instead? It points out perceived flaws in Christianity and tries to justify atheism that way. If you claim atheism is valid, then prove the non-existence of God to me. It doesn't matter if it's my religion, Islam, Judaism, or Buddhism. Why are you listing their flaws? Of course, these are also truths according to you. Are they really flawed? We will address that in future videos. This is not your proof. If you claim that God does not exist, provide logical evidence to support that claim. But they don't do that. What do? They point out something in Christianity and say, look, there's a mistake here. They point out something in Islam and say, look, there's a mistake here. Even if all religions were wrong, though that's not even the case, this cannot prove the non-existence of God. Pay attention. I emphasize again, atheism never directly attempts to prove its own claim. It can't, because universal issues of this magnitude cannot be definitively proven, so proving non-existence is impossible. This is the biggest myth of atheism. Because they cannot prove that God does not exist, they try to prove the non-existence of God by criticizing religions from the points they deem wrong. Notice that universal issues cannot be definitively proven, so proving non-existence is impossible. Since I explained the situation in detail in my first video, I continue from here. First, explain the things that justify atheism. For example, explain scientifically how my kidneys exist. I am very curious. How did blood evolve? How did the liver evolve? How did the inanimate turn into the animate? How did all those elements we call inanimate transform into the state of unity? Or Vahdat, which we call living? Tell me so I can understand. Atheism constantly claims to be the God of the gaps. What is this claim? You say, we don't know this scientifically, so it must be made by God. They say that as science progresses, gaps are filled and God disappears. The problem is, the atheistic thought that says this does not understand what science is. In the next video, I will show what science is and how, as science progresses, God does not diminish. Only the lies of atheism increase. And that atheism is not actually related to science, but tries to present itself as scientific. Here, I have no complaints about atheist friends. Millions of people are becoming atheists today, due to those who claim to be religious but push people toward atheism with their misdeeds, and interpret questions according to their personal interests. My goal is to show how far the idea of atheism is from scientific validity, and how you are on a wrong path due to bad people. I believe I will show this to you with scientific, rational, universal, etc. evidence in upcoming videos. Next video. The lie that atheism is scientific.